What's up, guys? It's me Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Srisaket Sor Rungvisai versus Kwanthai Sithmorseng, which will be a 10-rounder in the super-flyweight division. And this fight is going to be Saturday, March 13th from the Workpoint Studio in Bang Phun Thailand. And this fight is going to be broadcasted on DAZN. And again, both fighters, Srisaket Sor Rungvisai holds a record of 49 wins, 5 defeats with 1 draw, and 42 wins coming by way of knockout. And this is sort of a stay busy fight for him, as he is one of the top guys at super flyweight, as he's a former world champion. He has wins over some of the best guys in the business there, and he's just one of the most powerful and dominant fighters that we've seen in this division. Most of his losses came early on in his career in his first 7 fights, as he has a knockout loss to Akira Yagashi, a KO loss to Yashun Yafuso, and a unanimous decision defeat to Kenji Oba. And just a reminder, these fights came in his first 4, 5, 6, or 7 fights. But then as he started to step up in competition, he lost to Carlos Cuadras by technical decision. He also lost to Juan Francisco Estrada in their rematch, because remember, he did beat Juan Francisco Estrada, and he also beat Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez twice. Remember that. He knocked him out, and then at first he won via majority decision. He also has a knockout win over Hirofumi Mukai, and that was for the WBC. I believe it was the flyweight or super flyweight world title. I can't really remember. But he did win the WBC super flyweight title against Yota Sato. And that's really early on in his career, because I believe it was in Thailand, because most of his fights were in Thailand until he came to the United States and fought some of the top guys. But when he was in Thailand, he did fight guys who had sort of not really championship level records. I believe he beat a guy who was 9-2 for the title and defended the title against a guy who was 9-2 or something like that. But they were just not championship level. I guess you guys would know that we're used to seeing a Juan Francisco Estrada, Chocolatito, a Kazuto Ioka, or someone like that at the championship level on the super flyweight division. But Sor Rungvisai at the time was taking on guys, as I said before, who were 9-2 or Thailand level fighters. But when he stepped up in competition, he really got better, because as you could see from his first few fights, he was losing to some few guys in Japan. And those guys did have much more of an experience advantage over Sor Rungvisai. You have to remember that, because Kenji Oba was 16-0, and all those other guys had way more professional fights than Sor Rungvisai did. But to get into his opponent's resume, Kwanthai Sithmorseng has a record of 50 wins, 7 defeats, 1 draw, and 27 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked 239 by BoxRec, so there's a difference of 235 spots in the super flyweight division, and that's a big difference, as you would expect a guy with 50 wins and 7 losses, which is a tremendous record, to be ranked in the top 10, but almost all of them were by knockout, and he doesn't really have any good wins at all. I couldn't really pinpoint anything that was really good, besides when he took on Wicha Fulakau, sorry if I'm saying his name incorrectly. He won via split decision for the WBA minimumweight world title years ago. And then right after that fight, he lost that title to Kazuto Ioka, I believe so. And he also has a knockout loss to Roiguchi Taguchi, sorry if I'm saying his name incorrectly as well. And that was for the WBA light flyweight world title. And he doesn't really have any good wins at all, besides winning that WBA minimum world title years ago, as most of his wins were against Thai-level opposition, and they were just against guys who weren't really that good at all, and that had limited experience, and just sort of came in there for a paycheck. And I know combat sports are very popular in Thailand and around that region in Southeast Asia. They have Muay Thai, do a lot of MMA and boxing and stuff like that. But most of their fighters who are native from there and stick to fighting there don't really get to break through and fight outside of that area. As you got to see Manny Pacquiao, when he broke through, he became a superstar. Similar to Sor Rungvisai, when he broke through after fighting in Asia for all those years, came to the United States, made millions, became a multi-weight world champion, and the story goes on from there. And Sor Rungvisai, as I said before, this is a stay busy fight, and he looks to face the winner of Chocolatito versus El Gallo Estrada, which will be tomorrow night, actually, and that's going to be a tremendous fight. And here in the United States, where I'm at, this fight's going to be March 12th between Sor Rungvisai and Sithmorseng, but obviously around the world, it's most likely going to be this Saturday morning, I believe so. But yeah, this fight's going to be a very easy win for Sor Rungvisai, I think. I just think he's just going to be the dominant force here. He's the more experienced, although he has less fights. He's fought the better guys. He's a multi-weight world champion, fought some of the best in the world, and he got wins over those guys. So I don't think Sithmorseng is going to really be anything difficult for Sor Rungvisai because, he's a power-punching beast in the division. He has a good chin, although some of his knockout losses were against guys who weren't really known. He's grown past that. I think his chin has grown. I think his chin has gotten better since his first few pro fights, and I just think he's one of the best in the world, and he's going to really show it tonight. And I think Sor Rungvisai is going to get the stoppage win inside 5 rounds. Because Sithmorseng, you got to remember, he has 6 of his 7 losses are by knockout, and they're to some of the guys who he's lost to aren't well-known opposition, besides Kazuto Ioka and possibly Royuchi Taguchi. And once again, sorry if I'm saying his name incorrectly. And those 2 were WBA champions at the time. But, Sithmorseng, he doesn't really known for a good chin. Just based off of his name on paper and his resume, he's lost by knockout many times. So I think Sor Rungvisai won't have a problem getting him out of there inside 5. And I think Sor Rungvisai will get his 50th win, 43rd by knockout, and definitely fight the winner of Chocolatito versus Estrada in the near future. And that's really it. I'm going to be boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.